KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety. Sabrina Carpenter and Espresso. And good morning, Bay Area. It is Tuesday, February 24th, 10:12 a.m. Welcome to our neighborhood. We have a very special guest today. His name is J-Man, and he has come in today to give us some insight about a recent convention called the Genesis X3 San Jose Convention Center. J-Man, welcome. How are you, sir?
Very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm enjoying this this uncertainty of the weather that we have, but I'm also having a good time knowing that, you know, we make up for it by being in one of the best climates in the entire country.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I had a wonderful weekend at Genesis that happened over Valentine's Day weekend. That was during, I was at the San Jose Convention Center. It's a 24-hour gaming convention. It primarily focuses on Smash Brothers, which is a very popular fighting game, but they also have other video games there, as well as like Street Fighter, Tekken 8, 2XKO. It's one of the newer games that come out. But they have a lot of really cool events. It runs 24 hours, and it was a whole lot of fun for sure.
Oh, great. So, so how did you learn about this convention? You are a gamer, yes?
Yes, yeah. I'm into gaming, anime, all that stuff. Been going to cons for years.
Nice. So how long have you been gaming? Let's get a little backdrop to this.
How long have I been gaming? That's an excellent question.
Yeah.
Man, probably like 20, 25 years, I want to say, around there.
Oh, so you're like the original.
Yeah, OG in that sense.
and so the trends and the changes and did you have to kind of go with all the changes, I mean, that happened, or was it natural? Was it more an education, or was it more like a vocation? Like,
I guess kind of both. So I've always been interested in it, and then like I always, I love going to a bunch of events and stuff and competing in professional tournaments and everything. So that's always been a lot of fun. But another thing I wanted to bring up with Genesis, I almost forgot, is they also have a really cool cosplay contest that was really great. A lot of people cosplaying their favorite characters from like video games, anime, etc. It was a ton of fun.
Nice. And so you actually, so how did you get the invite? I mean, how did this work? I mean, for the listening audience, how do they get into this, and how do they approach this?
Oh yeah, so usually Genesis happens around the same time in February at the San Jose Convention Center normally. This year was just at the San Jose Convention Center. The previous year it was at San Jose Convention Center and the Civic Center across the street. But this year it was just the Convention Center. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm sure you can look it up online for Genesis X3. I would assume they haven't announced the next year's date, but I assume it'll be around the same time.
Nice. And could you give us any idea of what the numbers were? Like, how many people were there?
Oh, for entrance? I don't know the grand total of all the attendees, but as far as the tournaments go, I believe for Smash Bros. Ultimate was one of the biggest games, had 790 entrants.
Wow.
And for Smash Bros. Melee, which I believe was the biggest tournament there, was 981 entrants.
So what is Smash Brothers, by the way?
Oh, Smash Brothers, it's like a fighting game starring a lot of Nintendo characters from like Mario Brothers, Pokemon, Zelda, a lot of those type of games. They have other characters too from like Final Fantasy and stuff. These are like really big titles, really big famous franchises in video games. It's like kind of a giant festival of fighting games, if you will, in one.
So did you also compete in there?
I wasn't able to compete in this one. I actually helped judging, helping run some of the brackets and stuff. So I kind of volunteered my time to help run a good bit of the tournament, or certain like brackets, if you will.
Oh, nice. So let's say if it's a tournament, is there like you come in? Do you have like, here's the number one rated fantasy player in the country, or is it like, I mean, do they, because there's different levels to it. There's got to be different levels to it, right?
Yeah, sometimes. So like some of the tournaments, some of the brackets I won, there's some very, like for a certain region, I believe Lewis was one of the top players in the region. He didn't win, unfortunately, but he got very far. So he made it out of the bracket that I was running. So I don't know exactly where he got knocked out, but yeah, there's certain famous players that come by and enter tournaments, and especially this one. This one's kind of like the Super Bowl, if you will, for this particular game.
And so what do you think about, like, in terms of like, what did that do for you in terms of like knowing like you already had experience in it, can you already see that people were either up to par or just substandard, or just that people were going to lose, or did you know anything about that?
That's harder to tell. There's so many matches going on at the same time. It's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes within the game, you can kind of tell. Usually, someone who's very experienced, just kind of the way the game's going. There's within Smash Brothers, there's like stock or lives, and the more of those you lose, the less well you're doing basically in the game. And so once you lose all your stocks or all your lives, then you're out.
Okay.
For that round or that match.
Okay. So, and how did you get involved in this?
Oh, that's a good question. I go to a lot of events in general. This one in particular, because I knew it was coming around the same time. I can't remember how I discovered it originally. I think just online, I assume. I think I found it somewhere online.
Okay. KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety. We're here with J-Man talking about the Genesis X3 convention at San Jose Convention Center. And we're going to come back more after these commercials and a little bit more from Massimo. We'll be right back. KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety. DJ Mikah. I had some help featuring Morgan Wallen and Post Malone. I am here with J-Man talking nothing but a convention in San Jose. J-Man, welcome back. How are you doing?
Pretty good. That's right.
That's right. So tell us, J-Man, what happened? Let's cover what happened at the convention. What stood out to you? What people should look forward to in the next convention, all that good stuff.
Yes, one of my favorite things about this convention is that it runs 24 hours, like straight. So from that Friday to the Sunday, I think whenever the finals finish, it's 24 hours. So if you want to do some late night gaming, feel free. They also have arcades there too that are on free play, so you can play old school games like Street Fighter 3, Capcom vs. SNK 2. They also have dance games and stuff, as well as tournaments. I believe the vendor for the arcade section is Game Saru. They're a really good arcade vendor. They also have other games there, like tabletop gaming. I believe some card games. I think they had a tournament as well. They also had Mahjong, and then Richie Mahjong. And then, as well as there's also artists and vendors that are there in general, so you can buy things from different artists and vendors and such. Just a lot of really great stuff. And one of the games that stood out to me that I'll admit I'm not as familiar with, but is very, very popular. I'm probably butchering the name here. Umatsume, I believe it's like a.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's like a.
Umatsume, okay, that'll work.
Yeah, it's like a horse racing game, but the horses are like anime girls. Basically, it's become very, very popular. It's one of the newer shows, but it also has a video game to it, and it was very, very popular. I believe it was also run by another convention called Offkai Expo, which is for VTubers. And that's a whole other thing I could talk about another time. But yeah, it was very entertaining. It was a whole lot of fun for sure. So between that and then also the cosplay contest, I definitely had a blast for sure.
And did you think, back to the merch, was there a lot of merch and food there and
yes.
all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of merchandise to be sold. A lot of the artists, it's stuff that they made themselves, like a lot of artwork and everything. And then as far as food, they had a food vendor there. I believe the convention center itself. The food was actually pretty good. I had some of the food there. And
what kind of food did they serve there?
Food. It was I want to say a teriyaki rice bowl, I think it was chicken and fries.
Nice.
I think a black bean burger, and I think maybe one other thing. I think it kind of varied depending on the time of the day for the main entrees. But they also had Gatorade and other drinks as well.
So what did you? So your takeaways. The contests were how many different contests and how many different winners were there?
Oh yeah, so there's they had a bunch of different tournaments, contests, if you will. I know for Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sonic X won that one, and I know for Melee, which was the biggest one, Smash Bros. Melee, it was I think LLD Cody Swab, and I actually got to talk to him for a little bit after the tournament. He was very nice, and he was very, very happy to win, so it was very good to talk to him. I know there was a Street Fighter 6 tournament. I think they had about 171 entrants, and Tekken 8 had 128. They also have a Tetris tournament. The Tetris tournament was really interesting as well. Those people are on a whole nother level in Tetris. I played back in the day, and I thought I was pretty good, but I am nowhere near these people that play in that game today.
I can imagine, because I'm the Street Fighter. To me, it's still like no. Some people you just got to be way crazy skilled to do some of these games.
Yeah, some of them are very, very good. Some people are really trained, and they've won many prizes. It's very big now. Street Fighter has grown from like the 90s, and for what it is today is a whole different ball game. But it's really great to see. It's really rewarding to see, especially so many people continue to playing it, and like a lot of the OGs, if you will, they still play the game, and then you have a lot of new people coming in, so it just keeps growing, which is awesome.
All right, KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety. We'll come up with some closing thoughts from J-Man in just a second. Massimo's coming back again, and Bruce Springsteen, Eric Church. Let's go. KCRH 89.9 FM, the East Bay's best variety. That was J-Man's anthem. J-Man, welcome back, man. It's good to hear you. Thank you for stopping by today. We're going to close out with a little more information about the San Jose Convention. Where was it? What happened? What time of the month was it? I didn't even catch that.
Oh, yeah. So it was at the San Jose Convention Center during Valentine's Day weekend. So that was, I believe, February 13th through 15th. And it ran 24 hours. It's a ton of fun. If you like video games at all, strong recommend, even just as a spectator. But they also have free play, so you can play with other people in like free PlayStations in both the arcade area and as well as just general consoles and PC, etc.
Okay, great. And can you recommend other different gaming events that are coming up soon, or do you know anything about those?
Yeah, there's other ones. Kin-Yoobi Con's definitely my personal favorite. That's usually in August in Union City. That is it's more like an anime convention. It's kind of a combination of anime and video games. So that's definitely one to check out if you haven't checked it out already. Okay. They also have free barbecue for all attendees as well.
Ooh wee! I told you I'm on the lower rung, so you pros can stay at it. And last but not least, the winners. What was the contest winning? What did they win?
Oh, they win. Depending what it was. I know for the cosplay contest, I believe they won food vouchers. I believe cash prizes, and I believe tickets for the following year's Genesis. And I know for some of the Smash Bros tournament, I don't know the exact amount, but it's like a certain percentage of like the entries go to like particular placing. I forgot the exact amount of money, but basically you can kind of do the math after looking at the entries and everything. But it's definitely a good amount. It's definitely in the thousands for sure. I can't remember the exact number, but it kind of varies, usually depending on how many people enter a tournament. So the bigger the tournament, the bigger the prize.
Yes, the more. The pyramid, like, okay, get to the top. Well, J-Man, thank you so much for coming by and sharing information about the convention, about San Jose Convention Center, and best of luck to you, and I hope that we see you again for the next update of the next convention. Yeah,
definitely.
Okay, you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, KCRH 89.9 FM, J-Man.
That's right.
Gamer extraordinaire, visit us today. You guys have a good day. We're out for the day. We will see you on Thursday morning at 10 a.m. DJ Mikah D and the Mikah D Wake Up Show.
Peace.